Okay, so this video will teach you a little bit about Google Drive. To get there, you're going to go obviously to Google Chrome and you're going to go to the waffle and select Drive. You can also do drive.google.com, but I usually like to go to the waffle. You also can download the Google Drive app and it will allow you to upload photos or documents right from your phone. So, Google Drive is just a really great way to organize documents, pictures, videos all in one place rather than, think of a filing cabinet where you have a bunch of papers just shoved in folders. This is kind of an easier way to look at it and it doesn't take any space on your computer. So, this is a great tool. So to get started, you can go to New and create a folder. So that's all you have to do. Once again, you'll go to New, Folder, and then name your folder. So I'm just going to say Example Folder and press Create. Okay, so now I can see that my example folder is right here. If I click on my folder, all of these options come up. I can open it with a zip extractor or other apps. I can share this folder with other people. If I want to give them access to what's in there, I can get a shareable link. I can make a shortcut available. I can move it to maybe another folder or maybe share with me or another shared drive. I can add it to my priority. I can rename it. I can change the color. Now, the only time you can change the color is if it's in your drive. That means these are only your folders. They're no one else's. So there's a thing called My Drive, and there's a thing called Shared Drive, and there's also Shared with Me. So My Drive is everything that you have created in Google. Your Google Docs will be here, your Google Sites, your forms, your Google Slides, all of that is available in here. If you don't organize it, it will just show up down here just like this. If you do organize it, it'll be in a folder. And then we have shared drives. And so these are actually drives that you can create to share and collaborate with others. So, we have one for the fourth grade team so that we can share all of our lesson plans and documents and assessments and resources through there. Shared with me is anything that anyone has sent to you and given you access to. So these are all things that people have shared with me. And so if you want to search for something in Drive, you're like, I don't remember where that is. I might say, all right, where are my compliment cards? And I can see they're all here. And so all I have to do is open it. So search is a really great tool to use when you're thinking about Google Drive. Priority is also really great because those are the things that you have just been working on. So think about the most recent things that you've opened, they will all show up here. So if you want easy access to them, that is how to do it. You can also use the trash can. So if you're like, well, let's see, I'm in My Drive. Let's say I really don't want this document anymore. I might take that and I might say, all right, let's go into the trash. And I can do that. These are all things that are currently in the trash. And I can go through that and delete just so it doesn't take all my memory up by doing empty trash. And they will all right. Now, another important thing to look at is over here. You can do a file upload. So if you have a file that's not a Google Doc and you would like to add it to your computer, let's say I want to add this one. I'm going to select it, press open, and it's going to save it to my drive. And so I can click it, and it is a PDF. So you can add PDFs and still use them. And it will come up like this, and it will give you options of how you want to open it. If you want to open it as a Google Doc, you can, or if you want to open it as something else, you can as well. You can also do, you go right here, you can do a folder upload like I said earlier, or you can create. Over here you will see the settings. Okay, it tells you how much storage you have used, the density, any suggestions. Now, with Google Drive, any Google items that you have created will not take up any storage space. However, if you are downloading PDFs, anything non-Google, it will take up some space. You can also get to Google Apps through here. Once again, the waffle shows up, and you can also change the layout. So if you're like, I really don't want to see the folders like this, I would rather see it in a list view. Second. It can show up as a list. So it's really what you want. I have mine like this just so I can see more in one space. This right here can also change to exactly what is over here with the new. So that's just another way to get to it. So I would say the sharing feature is one of the best features on Google Drive. That's what allows you to really collaborate. So if you go to any folder or any doc that you have, you will have the option to share with others. So let's say I wanted to share this file folder. Right. Let's see. All right, let's say I wanted to share this one. So everything that is in here, whoever I share this with will have access to this. So I can go up here and I can press share. And it says, once again, this is the very important part. You can either change it to where anybody outside of Jefferson County can view it, or if you want them to be an editor and you want them to make changes or maybe even add things to the folder, you can say editor. And then that would change it. So anybody with that link can make changes and you would just press done. And so now it's open to anyone. And if I change my mind, I'm like, you know what, I don't want that anymore, I can change it. I can go here. Oops. I can go right here and say restricted. Because I only want myself to have access to it. And so now only I have access. Or I also have the option to share a specific doc. But just like before, that's just like when we're sharing docs. You go up here to the top, you press share, and you change the access through that. So you can either share a whole folder or share a whole doc. And this right here allows you to preview anything that you have in there as well. These three dots just kind of give you those options that we talked about earlier. And for each folder, you can also change the view. So if you would prefer list view, you can do that. Or if you prefer a grid view and see all the docs that way, you can. But that's about it. Those are the most important features that I would say.